Hello, my gorgeous people. How you doing? Okay, I hope everyone's doing incredible. I am back to talk about some fragrances that I recently added to my collection, whether I purchased them or got them in PR. You guys know that I get quite a few mailers, which I'm so grateful for, to be showered with gifts from amazing brands. But as always, I keep it 100 and let you guys know my thoughts. So we're just going to keep it super casual. I got my latte right in front of me and we're just going to go through these fragrances. So get yourself a drink, get cozy, and let's talk about it. And if you hear about any fragrance that you've been wanting a dedicated review, please drop a comment down below. Now let's get into these fragrances. I'm going to start with Malone London. I was invited to an event recently, which was so nice of them to do. We had the most delicious dinner. It was very high class. It was beautiful. The event was really done nicely. So Malone London just came out with a new fragrance. It's called Hinoki and Cedarwood. It's in their Cologne Intense formula, which is the most intense one. I do love Jo Malone. I have quite a bit of a collection. If you guys want me to do a video on some of my favorites, please comment down below, because Peony and Blush Suede is my go-to. I've been wearing that so much. But this was the latest launch. I thought this was going to be very much a masculine scent. Pleasantly surprised. This is more unisex to me. When I spray this, it smells so good. It does lean more masculine, but it's unisex for sure. It's woodsy, but like creamy and luscious. There's a bit of green tones in here and some spice in here. Oh my gosh, it is really, really, really beautiful. It kind of took me back a little bit, because even though I find this more leaning masculine, there's something about it that pulls me closer. I do love this more on my husband. I'll be completely honest. He has worn it out already and it smells very grown, very elegant. Think of like a businessman with a suit on. That's what this fragrance reminds me of. Oh, it's so, so good. And I love the sillage on this scent. There is a slight sweetness in the dry down. I don't know where that's coming from, but I get a little bit of this sweetness, but it's not sugary sweet, but there's just something in there that's like silky sweet, which I love. Fun fact, I did not know that Jo Malone actually promotes and makes you want to layer fragrances. They create all of their fragrances with the other ones in mind, because they want all of them to be quite compatible with each other when it comes to layering scents and creating your own signature scent, creating your own concoction. So I love that they're all about layering, because I love layering my scents. We actually got to layer this with quite a few other scents, like Myrrh and Tonka, I think it's called, and that smelled divine. So if you have Jo Malone London fragrances, layer them, create your own signature scent, because they pair really beautifully together. So this is the latest one. I love it. I'm definitely going to hand it over to my husband, because I can see him wearing that more often than I do. But it is, for me, it's a really nice, high quality fragrance. If you're a man looking for a new signature scent, or ladies, you're looking for a gift for your man, I definitely recommend that one, especially if they are into more of like that woodsy scent. Think of like pine cones and woods and like freshness from being in the woods, like the morning dew. That's what this scent reminds me of. It's done really beautifully. Next up, we have Killian Paris just came out with a brand new scent, which is called Old Fashioned. Now, we all know and love Angel Share. That's one of my favorite go-to winter scents. It's just so delicious. So when I saw Old Fashioned, I really wanted to give it a try, and I have my thoughts around it. I'm going to spray it in the box, so I'm not spraying it all over my hand. First of all, bottle is spectacular. I love this bottle. When they came up with the concept for these bottles, wow, bravo to the person who did that, because it is just beautiful. It looks so gorgeous on the vanity and in my collection. Absolutely stunning. Now the juice is a little bit lighter, of course. We have this beautiful yellow tone. This is a whiskey inspired fragrance, and that is exactly what you will get when you spray this one. Okay, it smells quite realistic. I'll be really honest. It smells very much like whiskey, to the point that is it too much whiskey of a scent? In the dry down, it's a lot better. I find the opening is very whiskey forward. It's very boozy, it's spicy, it's warm, but in the dry down, that booziness subsides just a little bit, but it's there throughout the entire wear. This is a man's fragrance. I'm gonna be honest. For me, Angel Share, I can wear over and over again. This one leans more masculine, so I don't see myself wearing it on its own. I might layer it to add some booziness to another fragrance. Say it's like a gourmand and I want to add a little oomph, I might add this one, but on its own I cannot see myself wearing it currently. My mind could change, who knows? You know, with fragrances you go up and down, but for now I just don't see myself wearing this one on its own. On my husband, I could definitely see him wearing this, but again, it is so realistic to the point that, are you smelling like you are a drunk? I don't know. I don't know, but it's really refined, and if you love a boozy scent, like a hyper realistic boozy scent, you have to get your nose on this one. To me, it is nice, it's luxurious, but it smells a little too much like whiskey, to the point that I don't know if you want to be walking around like you just doused yourself with a bottle of whiskey. So I'm kind of on the fence with this one. I get the vision. They definitely took you to a bar and you're having whiskey with your friends, but I don't know if it went a little too much like whiskey. You know what I mean? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section if you guys have smelt this one, but I get a ton of the whiskey. I don't get a lot of the other notes in here. Next one is not super new. I actually had sampled this and I decided to get myself a full-size bottle, and that is Charlotte Tilbury More Sex. The name is a little much. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little much. It's very provocative. I get it. I get it. Marketing, but I think they could have went with a different name for this scent. The bottle, at first I wasn't loving it, but now I find it quite interesting and I think it looks really nice on my vanity and with my collection. These fragrances from Charlotte Tilbury are quite unique. She didn't play it safe, okay? She didn't give you crowd-pleasing scents. They are all very different, so there might be something there for everyone. They're more elevated. They're almost like leaning niche-like because they're not safe blind buys. I'll be really honest with you guys. You want to get yourself a sample and then get yourself a full-size bottle of the one that you love. But all of them are quite different and borderlining niche fragrances that are a little bit more complex, more sex. At first I was like, this is nice. But then I sprayed it on my skin one day when I had a sample and I loved it. Oh, this one is spicy. It's warm. It is quite sensual. It's leaning more unisex, but on its own you could definitely wear this, but pairing it up with the vanilla takes this scent to an entire level. Like, this is sensual, it's sexy, it's date night for me, but like, you know, you want to smell like the sexiest woman in the world, this is the kind of fragrance that you'll pull out, but in a more like a little bit more provocative, but you're super duper confident. Oh, the warmth on this one, the spiciness, it's like woody in the dry down and a little musky. I honestly don't even know the notes. I just love that this smells sexy and confident. Like, you're ready, okay? You're ready to take this night to the next level. That's the kind of scent that we have in here. I really like the sillage on this. The lasting ability is super impressive. I get the title of it, the name of it definitely resonates with the scent. They could have been a little bit more creative with the name, but it is absolutely sensual, very, very sexy. I actually paired it up with the Harmonist Moon Glory and they smelled really good together. Speaking of the Harmonist, this is Moon Glory. I don't know if I've already mentioned it on my channel, but I thought I'd mention it again. This is another one that I just added to my collection and I love this fragrance. I really don't know why it took me so long to get this in my collection, but this is a masterpiece of a scent. It smells so luxurious. It's definitely honey forward, which I'm not really a huge honey lover when it comes to fragrances, but with this one, there's something so silky and like magical about it that just like, it's like envelops you into a big hug and it smells so luxurious, it's silky, it's smooth. It smells so good to me, honestly. I get more of like this musky honey-esque scent. I can't pinpoint all of the notes in here. That's how well it's blended, and it sits on my skin like no other. It's so smooth. I love this scent so much. I think it's beautiful. It layers beautifully with other fragrances in my collection, but on its own, it's also stunning. I love this with gourmands, especially vanilla gourmands. I think that it just like elevates it to the next level. So if you had been contemplating Moon Glory, I say go for it. I really love this one. I think that the quality of it is just on another level. Absolutely stunning. Now moving on to something a little bit more affordable that blew my mind away. Guys, I don't know what's up with these Arabian fragrances, but wow, some of them will leave you speechless. They smell insanely good to the point that you're double thinking, why did I spend $300 on a fragrance when I could have spent $50? Anyways, I'm gonna put that thought out there. So this is the latest launch from Lattafa. It's called Angham. Hopefully I'm not butchering it, but I'll leave it in the description box. This is supposed to be inspired by Burberry Goddess, which is one of my favorite ultimate vanilla and lavender scents. Like, I love that one so much. This is inspired by that one. Good thing that I'm saying inspired, because I don't find that they are identical. I think that this is inspired but taken a more gourmand route. Something about this smells more gourmand on my skin, but is it beautiful? Yes. Do you need it? Absolutely. I'm not joking. Absolutely. This one, you will get that lavender. Of course, you will get the vanilla. Oh my God. It is spicy. It's creamy, silky. But then in the dry down, there's something sweeter about this one. There's something in there. I don't know what it is. Is it caramel? Is it the vanilla that's intensified? I'm not really sure what it is, but something in here is giving me more of a gourmand, but without it turning too food-like, without it smelling like I walked into a bakery. It's still elevated and chic like Goddess, but done in a more gourmand way. Almost if I added more vanilla, like a richer vanilla to Goddess, that's what I would get. Oh my God, it is so good. It is so good. The packaging, I'm gonna clean it off to show you guys, is stunning. Like, I just cannot get over the price point. Look at this bottle. Is this not absolutely stunning? And it feels so high quality. I'm blown away. This one is one that I would say is a safe blind buy. If you already like Goddess, or if you like that lavender and vanilla combination, this is a safe blind buy and it won't break the bank. You can get this on Beauty House. I do have a discount code with them. It is Karina5. I will link it down below and you get a little discount on an already affordable product. So anytime you want to get any of the Arabian fragrances, you can go on Beauty House and use my code. You get, I think, 5% off, which, I mean, you know, saving is saving, right? But this one is a must. Like, I love this one so much. And they have released other fragrances, so if you guys want me to do another video on latest Arabian fragrances, please comment down below and I will do that, because I'm definitely loving their launches. They are too good not to talk about. On to the next fragrance. This is a gourmand that I anticipate being the it gourmand. I'm surprised it's not the it gourmand yet, but this is a gourmand for those that really love a delicious fragrance that just is cozy, it's warm, it's sweet, it's decadent. This is Mirage Gourmand from the brand Les Nobles Essence Paris. Bottle, stunning. Absolutely stunning. It's very elevated, very elegant. Even the cap has a little bit of weight to it. This is an almond and vanilla scent. There's also pistachio in here. There's musk in the dry down. Of course, there is vanilla. It's creamy. It's nutty. It's still quite like a little bit of freshness in the dry down. It's not too cloying, but it is like a denser fragrance. Really hard for me to describe right now. It is a denser fragrance, but then there's some airiness in there. It smells like a cookie, but like, oh, it's so delicious. This is definitely a gourmand lover's dream, especially if you love like a scent that has that nutty texture. It's almost like they took a bitter almond and a creamy almond and mixed them together, added that pistachio in there. It is heavenly, heavenly, heavenly. The sillage, the quality of this one is impeccable. You don't need to super duper overspray. If you spray it like on the top right here, you will be smelling it all day long. Like, I cannot wait for like a really, really cold day, which surprisingly we haven't had here in Canada just yet, and spray this on my scarf. Stunning. Stunning, stunning. I love this one so much. It smells really, really good. Next, we have Henry Rose. They are now in Canada, and I have the scent Queens and Monsters. I do have quite an extensive collection from Henry Rose. I feel like I have all of them. So if you guys want a dedicated video on this brand, let me know. They do have really great fragrances that are kind of leaning more niche. They're not super safe. You know, you really have to smell them before you buy. But I know at Sephora, they have a sample set. So I'll link it down below for you guys to try out. This one is unisex for sure. It's really spicy. It's really warm, a little woodsy also, but there's something sweet about it. Yes. Very spicy, very warm, musky also. It smells to me really, really elevated. It smells like a niche fragrance. It gives me a little bit of Le Labo vibes, that kind of tone in your fragrance. And it smells luxurious to me. It's not going to be for everyone for sure, but you have to like those like musky, woody scents that lean more unisex. But to me, it smells very expensive. I definitely love smelling more feminine nowadays. So a lot of these type of fragrances I love to mix with my uber sweet scents and create a little bit of a balance, still smelling feminine and delicate, but a little more provocative, maybe a little bit more sexy or very confident, but I'll throw in something sweet in there. Like for this one, I would probably throw in Tahota or even Love Don't Be Shy, just to add that sweetness in there. But this is a new fragrance that was sent to me by the brand, so huge thank you to them. Last but not least, I'm going to keep this video a little bit shorter, but I could do a part 2 because I have more fragrances. Amouage. Anytime I get a package from Amouage, guys, I am giddy, okay? I am giddy because I love this brand. Everything about Amouage is just so sophisticated and so elegant and elevated. Like, I can't help but smile when I talk about them. They sent over Love Delight. My lighting is probably making it brighter than it's supposed to be because the color on this is stunning. It's this beautiful peachy tone, opaque matte with this like very soft silky finish. The bottle is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. This scent. I had a sample. I fell in love with it, and when they sent over the bottle, I could not believe it. This is absolutely gorgeous. And for Amouage, it's not as complicated. This one's a little bit more easy to understand and easier to wear. Some might say mainstream, but I still find it has a little bit more uniqueness to it than mainstream fragrances. And I just love that I can pull this off, wear it, and feel incredible. I'm not finding occasions. I'm not trying to understand it. Like guidance sometimes can be a little, you know, where do I wear this fragrance to? But this one, oh my God, it's creamy, a little spicy. It smells peachy to me. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. It's so easy to love this one. Like if you were to enter the world of Amouage and you didn't know what to get and you're just entering niche fragrances, this is the safest blind buy. For me, from Amouage, the ones that I have tried, this would be the safest blind buy for sure. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I love this one. I've worn it on date night. I've worn it to events. And yes, I did get compliments on it. Wore it completely on its own because I really want to get a feel for this one. And I am obsessed. Like I could wear this over and over again. It's just so luscious. I definitely get a hit of white florals in here with that creaminess. And it just like makes me feel so feminine in this fragrance and just elevated. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this one. So guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and saw something new and cool today. Look out for the next video. Leave a comment down below and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao!